and mold whenever it looks like somebody took like green and like yellow watercolors and just kind of like slung it like at the ceiling. It was like that. There was like different types of it. Some of it was like fucking brownish. There's other types that were like fucking like yellow and like kind of crispy. Like it was fucking crazy, man. And yeah, his whole house was fucked, man. And like that's the kind of shit, like, you know, OSHA regulations, somebody like on a maintenance crew, you know, you don't have the proper equipment to work on that kind of stuff, so it all has to be contracted out. And nor would I want to fucking work on that shit. I mean, I was in there with fucking, you know, dust mask on and like my fucking shirt over like this, and I was like, yeah, we can talk outside. We you know, let's get out of here. You know, I had fucking put them in a hotel and stuff. And yeah, that was a long time ago too. that was in the fucking 2000s. Yeah, anyway, good shit. If you live in an apartment or something like that, especially on the bottom floor, first of all, if you live on the bottom floor, like, that shit fucking sucks. I can't stand motherfuckers. Like, sounds like people banging around on your fucking like ceiling the whole time. Anyway, if you live on the bottom floor or something like that, like, you go out of town, let someone know so they can keep an eye on that shit, so you don't come back to a fucking mold infested, you know, fucking science project. Also, don't worry, I'm a scientist. Thank you for the 69 months. Nice. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Unstoppable Death, also the 7 months. Good talk. Thank you for the 10 months as well. Appreciate that. Crispy mold. Yeah, it was like somewhere like it had dried up a little bit and it got like, you know how like a really old, like rusted paint around like the wheel wells of a car, how like the paint is like binding, you know, holding like the metal that flaked up around it, where it's kind of like, you know, creates that little bit, the little gap or whatever. It was kind of like that, but it was like yellowish, like, you know, like lime color. It was like dried up, some type of weird fungus. There was like, I don't know how many fucking brands of mold were in that motherfucker. It was just like, it was insane. Work insurance claims and I've walked into some gnarly shit. Hit you like a sack of bricks. Oh yeah, man. That's like fucking finding a dead body, man. You don't forget the smell of death is very, oh, it's so specific. You know how like scent and smells are just like, you know, they have like their own like super compartment in your brain. You're like, oh, that's that thing, you know. The association is very strong for, you know, like for survival purposes and everything else. Sweet smell. I don't remember it being sweet. Fucking very, very bitter, and yeah, I don't know. Got something hard to describe. If you've ever, like, actually the closest I think that most people get to that smell is like a dead mouse. Only like a dead mouse actually kind of like smells like very, very kind of similar to that. Only it's like 10 times that and then some. Yeah. Worst thing you ever smelled is dead coyote. Yeah, that too, man. Dude, I remember one time, sorry, it's around Halloween time anyway. You know what? Actually, this is a really good, I feel like this is a really good time for this. You work at a hospital, smell that happens, right? Oh, I'm sure, taco warmer. When it smells so bad, you can feel it, yeah. Oh, you've been playing too much fucking League of Legends. Doesn't Twitch say that? Oh, man. Breakfast is ready, so be back later. Okay, sounds good. Hey, you know, I think it would be cool real quick if we did a little something. A little something, folks. Give me 1 second. A nice little surprise as we're warming up for Halloween.
League of Legends.
You guys still hear me, boys and girls?
Never. Well, yeah, I heard of it. Never played it though. It looks super annoying.
still hear me? Right here. Okay.
Alright, yes guys, welcome, ladies and dragons. Let's continue. Hopefully,
Alright.
hopefully we're gonna uncover what's going on with the slavery. Either the lost ones or the broken, whatever. We're gonna find out what's going on. It's a whole big mess. It seems that definitely the Naboo, they're not in charge. The Iraqis, they're not in charge. What's going on? Whose tune are we dancing to? Right. So what happened then? What did happen? We killed that thing. You can't even read it, man. On down Ivar.
Hey, I'm gonna change categories real quick. Let's see.
So
What
where would
is,
Ivar be? This place is like so 7 by God, it hardly gave me any extra weight capacity, to be honest.
Category.
Extreme.
Oh,
Don't wonder you
is
want
this
to
a
be
game?
light.
Do you think we could just hang out in this
Fastest
category?
speed and everything. Your protection can be raised by wearing heavy armor or all by.
You guys see this category?
11, you have these ways, yeah.
Oh.
Definitely you want to be wearing 5.93. So we're the fastest right now, basically.
Okay.
There were some areas where it said you can't open it from this side. And I never seen where you open it from. And I can't remember where that was, but somewhere. Could be that even. See over there, you can't open it from this side. Could be that.
Alright, you ready? The merch shop? Yeah, sequisha.com or garlicbuilds.com. Here, we'll just fucking play it.
Now we gotta go down.
How do you do, boys and girls? My name is Alfred Hitchcock, and I'm delighted to find that you believe in ghosts too. Often, they believe in you.
Maybe everyone's dead because we killed that future, right? That one
As a matter of fact,
Look,
I tell them human stories all the time, and they enjoy them immensely.
been here before, man.
Now, of course, the best way to
How do you change it to... How do you change it to no category? What is that? How the fuck do I do that? What category should we go to? Enter nothing and leave it in.
This music reminds me of can't
They
get
can
it.
slither
Sometimes it's
through
like you die in some
keyholes
places.
under doors.
So
Now
it's
just
got
be quiet.
your essence. I can't see
Hear them
where.
slithering? Ah, good.
There's no map, of course. You've
Now that
seen
we're
there's
all
no
here,
map, there's no nothing. So,
First of all, let me say, I have always been curious about those things which make the average person's blood run cold, fear and terror. But then the average person becomes upset over such simple things as a door opening, footsteps in the hall, an ordinary owl. They make such a fuss over simple things like the fluttering of a bird's wings, a girl's voice on a summer evening, or for that matter, a dripping faucet, as we seem to have. But you and I are above these things. However, it might be best for me to get a wrench and turn that water off completely.
look, they keep
While I'm
regenerating.
doing that, why don't you read the first story?
I just destroyed
The
that a second ago
Haunted
there, right?
and the Haunted. Pirate's Curse. It's about the housing shortage some years ago.
Type of technology is that.
I had just arrived back in London with my family from India. It was the spring of 1894, as I recall, and the first job at hand was to find quarters for ourselves and our servant, a nice, agreeable chap named Alfred.
So probably the God
After
just
several
needs this
days
place,
of
I guess,
touring the busy
unless there's
streets of
something
London,
else in there.
I finally found a house that was unoccupied.
I don't remember. No,
Taking down the address of the owner, I went round to see
See if
him.
you can have
He
any
was
choice.
delighted to see me, much too delighted. He said he would let me use the house rent-free for an entire year if I could move in immediately.
Didn't have any
Poor
choice.
fellow
but
had
to
the
do
idea
it.
the place was haunted. For my part, I was delighted and made
Remember when I
plans to
walked
stay
into
there
the
that
room,
very
just showed
night.
me one
I was
eye
pleased to
that
find
I
that
saw.
Alfred would join
That
me
was
in the
your
hotel.
choice.
I
You
sent
know
him
what I'm saying?
and ran around to
I
our
didn't
hotel
even
to
do
notify
anything
my wife
aggressive
about
towards
the
you.
report and tell her I was spending the night in our
one
new
shot.
house. I reached the house,
and I
knocked,
one shot.
and my servant Alfred opened the door. He lit a candle,
So there's
and we
nothing
went
to
to
do
the
here,
rooms
right?
we were to occupy for the night. My bedroom
Let's
was
leave the
large.
place because the
Foremost
pay
bed
track is
was opposite
outside.
the
Everybody's
fireplace.
waiting.
Alfred soon had
So I
a
guess
fire
we just
burning
need to
bright.
leave this facility.
A door communicated with the small
Now we
room
know
that
that
Alfred
eyeball
occupied, which had no other exit but that door
Using
leading to my bedroom.
FURkinz
In the
and,
bureau, which rested near the bed, I found an old silk kerchief, a few odds and ends of female dress, and two faded letters tied round with a narrow ribbon. While I waited, Alfred opened a small box, a revolver and a dagger. One letter. Each letter consisted
So
of
then,
one line.
this is
The
the
first
exit.
stated, "What's done can't be undone." The second, "There's nothing against you unless the dead come to life." In a shaky female hand had been written, "They can." It was then that I noticed on the outside envelope the words, "Lost at sea." I laid the letters on a table in the center of the room, stirred up the crackling fire,
This way.
picked up a volume of Dickens, and
Right.
read quietly enough until about 11:30. I told Alfred he might retire to it.
And then jumped out through the gap that
I
made.
felt a sudden draft of cold air pass
Otherwise
my
it
right
won't go
cheek.
around, I guess.
I fancied the door to my right had got open,
Oh, crap.
but now it was closed.
The guy
To the left.
can use his arms to
Saw
pull
the
himself
flame
up.
of the candles flicker violently. I sprang up and seized the revolver and the dagger. Then I heard 3 slow, loud, distinct knocks at the head of my bed. Suddenly, Alfred ran from his room. If ever I saw horror in the human face, it was then. He gasped in a hollow whisper that scarcely seemed to come from his lips. "Run! Run! It is after me!" He ran to the landing and down the stairs, taking several at a time. In a moment I heard the street door open and slam shut. I was alone. itself forth from the air in very undefined outline. I cannot say it was human form, and yet it had more resemblance to a human form than anything else. As it stood, its dimensions seemed gigantic, with the summit nearly reaching the ceiling. As I stared, I thought that I distinguished two eyes looking down on me from the boiling air. I tried to speak, but could not. I could only think to myself, is this fear? Is this fear? I tried to move, but could not. I felt as if I were weighted down by an irresistible force. Opposed to my will was another, far superior. My fear now became horror, horror that no words can convey. Still, I retained pride. And if not pride, then courage. For in my mind I...
Alright. So, leave it. If only we could remember.
I have brought you back to life. Now you are my executioner. Oh, the irony. Could I prevail upon you to look the other way, my friend? Perhaps tell those rats upstairs you couldn't find me. Maybe even take me on board your vessel.
Why would
You
I do
surely wouldn't leave a helpless, desperate old man stranded on an alien planet. Am I right?
Hey man, can you get a reward and kill him? See you later, dude.
Absolutely not. You are pure evil. All the things you've done. That was not a desperate man trying to get out.
That was a monster. A lurking spider enjoying the beauty of his web.
Your Honor, how could being clever and meticulous be considered aggravating circumstances?
Easily, if misused.
And the penalty is death.
No. No!
See you later, fat man. Fucking idiot. What reward can you give me when I can already kill everything? So now let's leave this job. I don't need to reward. I'm gonna reward you with your reward. Swift death. Back here, man. Finally. Remember this place?
Silver, I was hoping to meet you here.
You won't believe what the hell I just went through.
What happened?
Malthus happened.
Malthus?
Long story, but in the middle of it all, I found him imprisoned. Crazy thing, the guy actually tried to redeem himself.
Really? How?
I gave him the keys to the cells, and he decided to free the rest of the prisoners as well.
Holy...
Even the wRAThkins.
No way.
Way?
Huh. So even an arrogant arsehole like Malthus is capable of thinking of others.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is probably just a fluke. I'd expect our dear Malthus to be a full-scale asshole again in short order. I'd put all my money on it.
Well, let's just take what we can get. Main thing is you're here. Like I said, I was hoping to run into you. I found this statue where the cradle's supposed to be, but I can't seem to figure out how to extract it.
I think you might need the device I found in the ship.
Ah, of course. I've been trying to figure it out for hours.
Silver to the rescue.
Silver. Let's go. Oh, here he is. I see. Right. I see.
What are you waiting for? Extract the cradle from the statue.
She's getting a bit bossy nowadays. I used to like her when she was, you know.
Incredible.
Yeah, I've seen it once already, and I have to say, it's just as impressive the second time. David really was a skilled engineer.
You won't get any argument from me on that one. Steady state solid photonic matter, fully cohered at that scale, and with no power loss or D-res for this long. Too cool. Sorry, no time for geeking out. The ship is waiting at the docks. Come what may, we're nearly there.
Yep, I'd say we've definitely pulled off a few miracles just to be standing here. We're almost off this rock.
I can't wait until that moment.
I know, me too.
Silver, be careful.
situation, we could do that. I don't think we need to report though, to be honest. It's just not updating us right.
What now? You gonna stay here forever?
Of course not. I'll just give Trump some time to cool off. Then I'll be back in town and in business.
Come on, let's go. I can't wait to get out of here.
Alright. The island? That's the only place you can go now.
Now, let's check that mysterious island.
Jason, you're back. Do you have the cradle?
I have the cradle. And this is my crew now. Deal with it. I am willing to bet that the life support systems will be able to handle this load after all, right?
They might. We'll discuss this later, Jason. For now, your Royal Ida will comply.
Good.
Very well then. It's time to leave. Please head to the bridge, and let's prepare to depart.
Shouldn't I put the cradle in its container?
No. I mean, not now. Not yet. Doing that would turn me off.
Right. But if we have the cradle, you're not needed at this point. You can be turned off now, correct?
No, I can't be turned off. I mean, it wouldn't be logical. The mission is not complete. The Naboru breached protocols, created intelligent life. Those forbidden DNA signatures are everywhere. Mutations, rats, birdmen, other violations. This world has been compromised beyond salvage. It must be purged.
Just to be absolutely sure, by purged, you mean...
Destroyed, yes. Annihilated.
But my ratties! Silver, you can't. You can't let her kill them just because they were created artificially. They have hearts, souls. Maybe more heart than Naboru.
Hold on. I mean, fuck the ratkins, sure, but you can't wipe out everyone just to kill a few rats.
Brian, you monster! Even after peace, you...
Silence! I can't think straight when you're all talking.
You don't have to overthink it, Jason. It's part of the protocol. Simply authorize it. You won't get any blood on your hands. You are just a cog in the machine, a pawn in someone else's game. Nobody will blame you. Just focus on our mission.
I don't even know what our mission is. You only ever told us to get the cradle. So if you want me to focus on the mission, tell me first what the bloody mission is.
With pleasure. Show me your captain material. Authorize the destruction. Then I can disclose more details.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Life rarely does, Jason. I am waiting.
No, I can't allow this. I can't wipe out a whole planet.
Thank you, Silver.
Phew.
Once again, you don't have to. I will gladly do it. I just need your formal authorization.
You're insane. You're a bad AI, Ida. Corrupt. There's no way I'm letting you...
No, I'm not letting you not authorize this. You know I could easily kill you, and...
That's against the first law of robotics, and...
Do I look like a stupid robot to you?
I'll put the cradle in its container. That will shut you down and shut you up.
The Naboru must be eliminated. You saw what they tried to do to me, Jason. You know they are evil.
I'm looking at evil.
If the rest of this godforsaken world must die, so that not one of those foul Naboru is left alive, so be it. The world will burn.
Forget it, Ada. It's over.
I should have known you were not captain material. You are a disappointment, Jason. And now you will die without ever knowing what your mission actually was.
Something off about the way she spoke. Just like my mum, manipulating me to get what she wanted. And what Ada wants now is outright evil. To kill so many living beings. And for what? Just some stupid, outdated protocol.
Yeah, she really needs her morality drivers updated. If she has any, that is.
So listen, I got a chance to look around before you arrived. I believe we can beat her if we can physically break her control unit, but I don't know where it is.
I happen to know it's in the warehouse part of the ship.
What? How?
Long story. Please continue.
Well, since she seems to control the entire ship, she'll try to stop us from getting to that unit at all costs. I noticed some crane claws. She may use those.
And she probably still has those monsters she locked up after I uploaded... Shit.
Uploaded what? Wait. So it was you who gave her power over the entire ship?
Trust me, I had no other choice. She had me locked up.
What's done is done. Let's stop her. We will try to help you out. I'll try to disable some of them.
Silver, the Naboru taught me some of their spells, so let me try them out to give you some protection.
Fantastic. Thank you. So, I guess it's update time.
ケーオッケー。あ、もうデジモンも好きだよ。I like デジモン。あ、もう。I like デジモン。いいですか？知ってる？おー、そうなのレオ。
stupidest things I've ever seen. Just picked you up and threw you into the trap. A bit stupid. That was really dumb. How are you supposed to, what's the point throwing this guy into the trash when he can just magically spawn outside again? Didn't even give me my stuff back.
ラーメン提供いいな。こんなとこにあるよ。真珠。
I don't care. It's fucking dumb. It's one of the stupidest things I've ever seen.
learned some new shit from crafting these. We got the fucking mats for it. It's good. It's to resist applications of poison. That's a little nice one too. We need some of that marsh parsley for sure.
And just like that, we were leaving. The unlikely crew of misfits. Alive, with some acceptable losses. It only took 300 years, one good man, and more deaths than you can count. You know how people sometimes say their life flashed before their eyes? I had the same thing when the engines kicked in. Only it was my deaths flashing. And it was a fucking disco ball. I mean, were there mistakes? Sure. Would I do a few things differently? Oh, hell yeah, if I had the chance. But you know what was funny? I didn't regret anything. Because Ada might say what she wants, I'm not just a cog in the machine. I really made a difference. One worth dying for. Yeah, even repeatedly. And now it's time to go. Carry on with the mission I knew nothing about. Save my life, or the cradle, or the universe. How the fuck should I know? Well, let's get cracking.
Alright, yeah. Ruckus was killed by Hinder Volcano, I don't even remember.
Okay, unlock the next.
And why did it say Marco died? He said he was going to help us in the last fight and then he didn't do anything. And same with Thingy, she didn't do anything either. Come on then, fucking next. Regulus, yeah, we killed him. Wasn't the most interesting. Didn't marry the queen. Didn't marry the queen, didn't destroy the planet. So I just escaped basically. After Mortis escaped from prison complex, he set out to find the Livo and managed to find her on the coast. Blabbering, she recognized his face and let him take her away to the monastery. Mortis no longer cared about his role of patriarch, so would not hide his love for Livo. All he cared about was her well-being, and his loving care really did help her get better. They decided to openly admit their relationship through it on Nibiru. Mortis died of old age. Livo started getting better. She was reunited with Mortis. They decided to openly admit their love. Shocked that Fellow Guru did not care. They would even hear words of encouragement telling them that lost lives wouldn't get replenished by themselves, and so they got to it. Livo gave Wadini 3 though, and she died shortly after Mortis. Okay. Should have killed the queen. Sapis did not care about what happened on the surface. He did not care even about FURkinz of a war event. Actually only learned about it from this person who came to visit her friend. She also told him the queen and Yossi had banned any physical violence being perpetrated against Nibiru or FURkinz unless it was done by the justice system. Sapis was glad the violence against wRATh was outlawed and wanting to combat this justice system, keeping an eye out. But we didn't even interact with this guy in the mines. Called upon to add his skills to the joint effort of the FURkinz and Nibiru to win the war against the Radicals. Titus smithed armor for FURkinz for the very first time. The FURkinz were fascinated by his skillful manipulation of flames and metal. Some FURkinz urged to become Titus' apprentice. He found they were quick learners, so many wished to learn his art. In fact, that he decided to open a school for future blacksmiths. He died of old age, surrounded by his loyal pupils. Good. Tobias was killed. Cyrus was killed by you when he was defending the gates. Yeah, he attacked us, probably that's why he was killed. Decanus was killed in the line of duty to his queen guarding prisoners. Yeah, that guy was okay. But that's a different... It's mixing the timelines because you don't meet him. When the popular slayer Rufus was killed and Angry Bracken refused to sign peace according with him and leading to a fresh surge of sentiment on the right drop, tried to downplay crucial, but Gog's radicals launched out at the general calling the train killed him. This led to conflict among wRATh kings of somewhat with Gog Killing a fellow rat, yeah. Some agreed that got between rat by defending the queen and so the law ran over. Conflict evolved into civil war. Alright, no problem. After Drat was killed by wRATh, Yossi stood up, always advocating for peace. He allied with Queen, who ordered the remaining Naboo soldiers to help the FURkinz who followed Drat and demanded justice. Yossi couldn't bring himself to fight. Tried conquering was Queen and Yossi was strong bond together might to build a prosperous dual-cultural society free of any slavery. Yossi died of old age. Contend that. Just tell us about the Queen already. Killed after Jason warned the Queen about Gok's intent to kill her. Okay, cool. Don't really remember. Pac fell in the civil war. He fought on the side of the radical, right? He didn't really. It depends how your grandmother Gyeong could not believe that her beloved Drat would side with the Naboo. When the fucking Naboo was defeated, she chose death or whatever. Yuna believed in peace with Naburo, but was heartbroken when she found that FURkinz killed FURkinz. She disagreed with the civil war, blah blah. Claimed she would rather peace and young. Alright. It's quite short actually, this game. wRATh. Was wRATh. That was a bit of unexplored. Petra was glad she could get back to fixing broken machines instead of rats, and she felt more confident her eyes would do well even now, feeling like a mom she left her children. Little did she know that Gok's death would lead to a horrible civil war if she never finds out. She's not gonna find out. Stayed by Hadrian's side, fending off against Rakin assassins who would want to avenge Gok after I was born with the Naboo, leading her to marry Brian. Her unwavering defense and support of the Union made them happy and brought to them. I thought so. This guy was licking her ass so much, man. This guy. I should have married her. If not kill her, then you should marry the Queen yourself. Not this guy. He's an idiot. What of naughty Marco? Turns out our favourite asshole went to hiding, terrified of the harsh justice weighing him for his doing good deeds. In fact, he became so good at hiding Marco was never heard of. Maybe justice was alright. Marco was an idiot too. Gok's death harmed good many FURkinz, and even though General Drat worked to achieve peace with the Naboo, he was eventually assassinated by radicals. FURkinz civil war. FURkinz led by Yossi, like, so you gotta kill one of these rats, probably Drat. If you kill Drat, and then more of these rats will be happy, maybe, I don't know. Who cares, man? The last ORICRU. Brian Casper Silver.
me on Naboru and the Ratkins. Finally got to realize it really wasn't happening. Making monsters became his one obsession. Armies for the future, in a new direction. Cool dreaming, thinking of the old days. Wished he had a spaceship to get him on his way. Big Dilbar.
Good old days.
Yeah. Big Dilbar.
Going to destroy Virginia. That's how we do it.
Big Dilbar. Yeah. Has a lot of money. All eyes are staring at his body. Big Ilvar, scheming plans and weapons. His life was just a big party. Ilvar, because he loathes the world. He's plotting, giving treachery a whirl.
You wanna hate him, you can't, my friend. He's gonna get this way in the end. He's an alien, I'm not an alien. Wanna get out and leave this world. A danger, no doubt, and you can bet. Beware, deal with him and you will regret. We're only glad he don't wear no dress. A slave of the master, we must confess. We never assume we are, it's not what it seems. Lost forever in this gangster, gangster.
I'll be back.
It's crazy, man. That was sick.
What are his like what are some of the benefits of like the closer relationships?
That was sick. I wonder what different stories we can do. Because they need to fix some stuff, man. They need to hurry up. You helped Tobias escape the monastery. You avenged all the who were killed in the Blues Rat King. By executing the captive Rat King, you assassinated the Queen. You stood by her genocide. You reunited the whole of Virginia. Brought peace to the Blue and Rat King, so I messed it up. You took the bribe from Ivan, let his crimes against the Naburu Empire slide. I could have done that. You executed Ivan's order and killed the Yossi so much for that new edgy non-violence. You let Gok and your revolutionary practice ransack the citizens of Naburu. You rejected Raju's offer and stood firm. Riled out your fucking brothers so they could be slaughtered. You decided to break the shackles of Ivar's command. You gave Marco the general's head and orchestrated his marriage with Adriana. Yeah, right. You gave Marco the general's head and asked Ivar to help find the compromising layer between righteous and regulars. You decided to spare Ivar's life. Maybe you planned for that, but it might prove useful. Formed an unlikely alliance with Ivar's hench alien wRATh. Interesting, you didn't remember wRATh, but I killed you. So cool, man, interesting. But I don't really want to play it again just right now, and that was maybe another time can do another playthrough. So the playtime was how long? 54 hours, let's go with 24 hours. It wasn't 54 hours, no way. You could make it longer too, like, it starts off pretty good actually. It starts off pretty good and then...
Actually, the ore and all that stuff.
When did it start to get a bit like the story? They ran out of juice somehow at a certain point. And I think the volcano kind of area started to... I think I did miss... I kind of... There's certain things that you can do to make the story interesting, and I was focused on the peaceful thing where you got backstab them a bit more and all that to make it fully interesting. Anyway, might as well go and eat something and then see what else to do. So that was the last ORICRU. See, I told you I can finish video games. You didn't believe it. You never believed. Well, we finished it. So I might as well go and eat and then come back, see what else to try out.